one piece of advice that you'd like to share with the world?
So, a piece of advice I would give you is never let your feelings get over your self-respect, because your self-respect is stronger than your actual feelings.
Sorry, I'm not really good with these, but I think one piece of advice that you should know is that you should always follow your heart, because if you don't ever follow your heart, you could always go the wrong path, or you could do bad things that take you somewhere else, and that's like wasted talent.
Yeah, it's like your mind is something
You don't want
and
wasted
your heart is something else.
That's
you know?
real, yeah.
That's like the worst thing in life, wasted talent, really.
True.
Whatever you can't control, don't really worry about it, because if you can't control it, it got nothing to do with you. That's it.
That's right. That's right. Thank you so much.
Okay, happy Mother's Day. Guys, do whatever you want, no trouble to the people. Enjoy your life, no destroy your life. Be happy.
I want to tell that you should believe in yourself in every single situation, even though if you're nervous in any time.
Thank you. Thank you.
My biggest piece of life advice is to live life to the fullest. Life escapes you, and you think about life in such a serious sense. Drop that. Get real. Life is too damn short. You could die tomorrow. So while taking things somewhat seriously, maybe finances and taxes, but aside from that, live life to the fullest and say yes to all opportunities. Always say yes. Don't say no and then rot at home. Don't do it. I don't care how hungover you are. Always say yes. Spend time with your friends. Spend time with your loved ones. Do it all and feel fulfilled.
So real. So real.
YOLO.
YOLO. It's the YOLO mentality, and I suppose she's just here for
That's all I have to
moral
say.
support. So
Thank you.
hopefully that was what you were looking for.
It was perfect.
Don't be afraid to try new things, as it could lead you in the right direction.
Real. Thank you so much for that.
Go through life with like confidence, already knowing that you have like a place in like a space or like a certain environment that even if like you're anxious about, if you go in with confidence, like that's like it shows that you're meant to be like
It's very true, very wise. Thank you. All right.
Wow, I was just gonna be like, be yourself. But I think I like it is like the best piece of advice you could take. Is always like be true to yourself at all costs.
Real. Exactly.
And this is just one piece of advice for like anything.
Anything, yeah.
Don't ever live with regrets. Just leave it in the past and move forward.
All right. Short and sweet. I love that.
people think that puberty time, like a lot of emphasis is that puberty is like the biggest changes that you go through. But I think that right after puberty, when you become a young adult, when you're in your late teens, early 20s, maybe even mid 20s, is when most of the change happens. And it's not going to be physically, but it's going to be mentally, the people that you surround yourself with, the types of things that you engage in, the things that you learn, the things that you do, lifestyle switches. Like there's so many things that change. So I think my biggest piece of advice is don't be afraid to let go of things. Like I know that there's a stigma against giving up, but if there are things that are not worth your time and energy, like you're changing, your values are going to change, maybe certain priorities are going to change. Like if things are not serving you well anymore, don't be afraid to give up, don't be afraid to let go. And if you spent a lot of your life, a lot of people have, you spent a lot of your life not knowing who you are, don't be afraid to change and figure out and find out who you are, because it might be uncomfortable, but it's worth it.
Thank you.